as an Inglesera, nakuha.
Hi everyone! Welcome to today's POPFICASKS. Today we'll be featuring the authors of Born Wicked, yours truly Trina, Sunako Nakahara, and Chelsea 13. I will be your host, Ella, for today's panel.
Hi everyone, I am yours truly Trina, or you can call me Trina. I am the author of Falling for the Opposite, Hollywood's Princess, and one of the co-authors of Born Wicked.
Hi guys, Mabel here, or Sunako Nakahara. So, author of Fallen 1 and 2, co-author of Kayla Chronicles, Helios Murders, and Born Wicked.
Hello, I'm Chelsea_13, or you can call me Chels. I'm the author of Bad Girl for a Girlfriend and Vincent Book 1. Now I co-wrote the Born Wicked.
Hi! Okay, so happy na nagkatagpo din tayo all in one place. Okay, so we'll be discussing Born Wicked all throughout this chat. I was wondering, for those who are not familiar with Born Wicked, can you give a short introduction to all of your characters?
So, my character is named Elira. She is a witch from Rosewood, which is like the main place where witches are found in Helios. She specializes in herbal and plants spells, and she is known as a healer in her village.
Okay, so Hiraya came from Hiraya Island, which is a very different place from the Rosewood. So she's a navigator in a ship, and if you say to Kiren.
So my Seraphina came from this very powerful coven outside Helios. She was supposed to be the next high priestess there, but tragedy happened, so she went into hiding sa Helios. And although my Seraphina is compassionate and lovable to those she truly cares about, she became ruthless and cold, and sometimes merciless to those who wronged her. She's basically a bad and she knows she's strong and powerful, and she will definitely let you know that she's in the room when you have her. Tapos, she has a strong affinity with fire also.
So, one of the things that makes Born Wicked very interesting is that your characters all have very interesting names. How did you end up with picking those character names?
So, yung process ko kasi sa pagkuha ng mga names, very random lang. Kung ano lang yung unang madaanan ko, at saka nagandahan ako sa name, ginagamit ko siya as a character. But for this, since collab siya, at saka since na-decide ko ng strong affinity ni Seraphina sa fire, so nahanap ko yung parang Hebrew name, which means fiery ones, or Seraphim, which is Seraphina. So I chose that kasi feeling ko talaga strong and confident yung meaning ng name niya, at saka cool din siya pakinggan. So yun.
Okay, so Mabs, ikaw?
Kasi yung mga kapatid niya is Alab, Pulo, and Amihan. So, very Tagalog. Naghanap talaga ako ng Filipino name na pwede. And then Hiraya, parang nakita ko lang siya dun sa mga list. Tapos, ang ganda ng meaning niya kasi it's may the wishes of your heart be granted. Nagre-reflect si Hiraya dun sa mismong yun ang gusto kong character. So, it's a really suited name for her.
Trina, how about you?
Usually, pareho kami ni Ate Chels, yung random lang yung name namin na parang may listahan ako, tas choose na lang ako, don't know what I think will fit. Pero for Born Wicked, actually, nahuli yung pangalan ni Elira. As in, na-write ko na almost more than half of the story before I even chose Elira's name. Eventually, you will know why Elira is named Elira, because her name actually means to be free. So, no spoilers, but it's very much connected to her story.
Since Born Wicked is technically a story of three witches competing with one another to be the High Priestess of Rosewood, why should your witch be the next High Priestess of Rosewood?
Okay, so for Hiraya, she's a very strong, independent woman talaga siya. So yon, sana i-root ng mga readers for being the High Priestess. So yun lang. And her next reasons, pero spoiler alert, sa hindi ko na muna sasabihin.
So, Chelsea, bakit si Seraphina ang dapat maging High Priestess of Rosewood na sunod?
Here's the funny thing. When we were brainstorming about the plot and deciding who will be the next High Priestess, I immediately took Serafina out of the choices. As in, sabi ko, I'll pass it. Because Serafina won't, as a character, take the seat. Bahala kayong mag-away dyan dalawa, Hiraya and Elira. Serafina will just chill. Kasi kahit super powerful ni Serafina, at that moment, sa libro, she's not yet fit to rule naman kasi solely on her own. She's still healing as a person, and as the story progressed, dun pa lang siya parang nag-open up ulit sa mga tao. And I think you cannot rule a community or just a simple village if you don't know the people and if you don't know the problems that they're facing right now.
I agree. Okay. So, Trina, why should Elira be the next High Priestess of Rosewood?
Well, out of the three, si Elira lang naman yung native sa Rosewood. So I think that gives her a big advantage na in itself. Tapos rin, because when I wrote Elira, I wanted her to be very pure-hearted kasi healer siya, first and foremost. Pero yung personality niya is very cold and emotionless. So I think as a ruler, it will give her the impression that she's not easily swayed by the people who are lower than her. But at the same time, she always have good intentions.
Okay, that's really super nice. So, how did you all plot your part of the collab?
Sa simula, meron akong outline. Pero knowing myself, talagang hindi ko sinundan yon. Halfway through, give upan ko siya. I'm not a plotter. Ayun yun. So, ang ginawa ko, just go with the flow. Kunwari, nagkaroon ng idea. Minsan nga, sikitnapan ako ng klase bilang, oh my God, at na nagagawin ni Elira.
So, just like Kat, hindi din ako plotter. I'm not that kind of writer who plots their storyline. But for this collab, I tried so hard to stick with one. I tried na isulat siya sa outline para alam ko yung journey ni Serafina, and swak dapat dun sa dalawang witches yung kanyang journey. So yun, kinubukan ko talagang mag-plot outline nito first time.
Okay, at least may na ngayon. May something, may sinusundan
tayo. Ito na siya ulit gagawin. Stress ako. At saka Satan's World is very established na din so dapat extra careful, diba?
Yeah.
Ayun rin.
Oo. Mabs, what about you?
Actually, baliktad nila ako. Pinlat ko talaga yung kwento ko. Kasi knowing na medyo busy din ako at that time, sabi ko, minsan kasi may short-term memory na talaga na mawawala siya sa akin eventually, and sayang naman yung idea. So I need to write it down, or wrote it down muna. Tapos, as much as possible, gusto ko lang siyang stick dun sa kailangan lumabas yung pagiging caring side niya, pagiging trustworthy side, at saka yung pagiging loving side niya. Yun ang gusto ko i-emphasize sa kanya.
For Chelsea and Tina, this is your first time in the world of Helios. So how was the experience in writing? How did you feel when you were invited to co-write for Born Wicked? Let's start with Chelsea.
Siyempre po, first I felt nervous. Then I was elated later on. Then most of the time I was stressed. But by the end of the writing process, I just felt blessed kasi I have so many firsts with this collab kasi it's my first collab, it's my first published English book, it's my first time writing a fantasy novel. And then I was not used in writing kasi ng mga ganun, mostly romance ako and everything. Since sinabi ko rin kanina, na-establish na yung world ng Helios. So, ang dami kong iniisip kung kaya ko ba siya, kung maganda ba yung kakalabasan ng imagination ko, ganon. So yun, kinabahan po. Pero dahil mga ganda naman katrabaho, tsaka kausap sila, Ate Mabs at saka si Kat, mas nag-enjoy po ako sa pagsusulat nun. So yun, I felt really blessed for the opportunity na POPFIC paid me.
Aww. Okay, Trina, how about you?
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, nung simula, sabi ko, sure ba sila? Ako to, ang hinahanap nila. Sure ba sila? Kasi number one, never pa akong cloak. Tapos first collab ko. So parang, sure ba talaga sila na ako to? Talagang check ko muna, yours truly, Trina ba? Trina ba talaga nakalagay dyan? So nilagay na lang sa group chat, nakita ko si Ate Mabs at si Ate Chels. Oh my God, cloak tong dalawa. Lalo ako na pressure. Like panic. Tapos, syempre, naging excited na rin ako eventually because I know Helios is a very well in love sa POPFIC community. So, along with the pressure, parang excited like, yay, makakapag-add ako sa world nila. Tapos, syempre, I was so thankful rin for the opportunity. This was my first fantasy story, which is actually a dream genre of mine kasi na-stuck ako sa teen fiction and romance for the longest time na parang I want fantasy pero I never got the opportunity because busy to write on Wattpad. So, dahil kay POPFIC, na-force ako magsulat ng fantasy, which I am very grateful for. So, ngayon, love na love ko na ang fantasy writing.
To be fair, people were like, oh, why don't you tap Trina? Kasi she's like, her writing super nice, tapos English pa. So why not try her out for fantasy? O, diba? It's nice. Nice naman yung kinalabasan ng collabs. So, I think it's only fair.
As an Inglesera.
For Mabel naman, how did it feel going back to the world of Sayla? But this time as a witch of Rosewood. Kasi last time, di ba, he wrote a story about Sayla being establishing Sayla as a detective. So, what did it feel like going back to Helios?
Well, actually, parang nag-go back din ako sa pagsusulat because I've been in hiatus for years na. So, bumabalik lang ako eventually kapag tinatap ako for collab. It's a pressure sa akin kasi sabi ko, kailangan ko na ulit bumalik sa pagsusulat. And at the same time, it's different from the first one. Kasi si Sayla, the detective side is very different from Hiraya, yung witch. So, parang kailangan ko talagang basahin ulit how siya na-stream establish the witches. And at the same time, parang it's a nag-deep dive na tayo ulit sa mundo ni Sayla. Malaki siya compared dun sa mga in-establish namin before, way back pa.
Well, there's more to come with the world of Helios. That's what we can guarantee.